Use your God power. Get everything you ever wanted and live the life of your dreams. The Master's Course. Copyright 2010 by Richard Lee McKim Jr. All rights reserved. Let the quest for knowing begin. In some shamanic cultures, internal vision is one of the prerequisites for becoming a shaman. Among the Arcudian Indians of Chile and the Argentine Pampas, a newly initiated shaman is taught to pray specifically for the faculty. This is because the shaman's major role in Araucanian culture is to diagnose and heal illness, for which internal vision is considered essential. Australian shamans refer to the ability as the strong eye, or seeing with the heart. Okay, let's take a look at normal reality illustration here. You have the physical meaning of the person's body. Then you have the physical meaning that eyes see with light. Then you have the physical meaning that bodies block light. And you have the physical resulting meaning they cannot see into the body. That's the normal reality, because those are normal meanings. Most of us have those meanings. Eyes see with light, bodies block light. You can't see inside the body. That makes sense, doesn't it? However, for these people, they have God power exercised by their own beliefs. First, you have the physical meaning of the person's body, which is the same. Then you have the thought meaning that eyes can see without light. Then you have the thought meaning the bodies are transparent. So what do you get? You get the physical result meaning they can see inside the body. The ability has been elicited and activated in their own life experience. Now, these people pray for this ability, so they aren't born that way. They practice it, they want it, they think about it, they pray for it, and pretty soon they've got the ability to see inside a body. What does that tell you? They are altering their reality. How are they altering their reality? They're altering their reality by changing their beliefs. As they think they can, they elicit more and more ability from themselves until they can. Remember, it's the faith loop. You have to have faith. If they didn't believe that they could do it, then they would always have the proof that they couldn't do it, and then they would always believe they couldn't do it, and they would never be able to do it. So how do they get to the ability? They use faith, as we talked about before. They have the faith that they can, that it's possible. And as they have the faith that they can, and they're praying for it, they're expecting it, they begin to see a little bit of ability. And then that proves itself. And then they get more ability. Next thing you know, they can see inside the body. How about that? They changed their reality. How did they do it? With faith. Could a skeptic do it? No way. Because a skeptic would know that it was impossible. And he could never do it because he would believe he couldn't, and so he never could. You can't be a skeptic and have an amazing reality. It's impossible. It's impossible because you don't believe anything and you don't have faith in anything. But if you have the power to have faith in something and believe in something, you can do anything. Anything that you can imagine, you can do. Napoleon Hill said, anything that you can conceive and believe, you can achieve. And they conceived the idea of being able to see inside the body, and they believed that it was possible, and so guess what? They achieved it. Here they're hitting the green tuning fork once again, positive vibrations. I can do this. This is possible. There is such a thing as seeing inside the body, and sure enough, what are they doing? They're eliciting everything it takes to be able to do that. The ability has been elicited, and activated in their own experience. An important point here is that these native shamans aren't born with this ability. They acquire it. They pray for the ability, which is actually altering their reality. In these examples of native shamans, they acquire the ability on a permanent basis. That is to say, that the reality is not temporary, nor is it conditional. There are other tribal shamans who acquire the ability on a temporary and conditional basis. That is to say, that they are able to alter their own reality under certain conditions, and their abilities will only be effective while these conditions are present.
To continue, go to How to Use Your God Power, chapter number 10, segment number 29. Let your quest for knowing continue.